Hello, beautiful travelers. Welcome back to the Space Age. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome to Space Age Tarot. This is a place where I give you pick a card tarot readings. In today's video, we're going to be doing something new. I'm going to be doing like a dated reading. So basically this will be the week ahead from April 26th to May 2nd. So we will be doing a two-parter in this video. The first part of this reading is going to be a general reading for the collective consciousness, and the second half of this reading will be me going through the 4 piles that are in front of you right now. So you can feel free to select one or more piles right now, or you can do it after. So before you have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So take as much time as you need, and we will get into the general reading. Hi guys, let's begin the general reading. So we have this huge stack of cards that I just dropped. Let's begin with the tarot, of course. So starting off, we have the 4 of Wands. So I selected like 7 tarot cards. These can correspond with the 7 days of the week, but this is general, and so it could be on a day-by-day basis, but it's a general energy for the week. So this might happen in or out of order, but this is probably like the beginning of the week for you guys. This is the 4 of Wands. So what I'm sensing for the general collective is that there's going to be a lot of stability as far as you getting to know yourself creatively, you being inspired by nature, being inspired by your partners, really taking charge of your creative vehicle this week. There's going to be a really good week this week. Just from the start, there's something really flourishing, a lot of abundance. You guys might be gardeners experiencing new growth in your garden. You might be picking some of your fruits. It could be quite literal like that, but really creating like a comfortable and cozy environment is really happening here. I'm also seeing social dynamics being uplifted. So yeah, the 4 really represents stability, and I feel like that's just a great way to kick off the week. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles, which is interesting. We have another 4, so a lot about stability being on your mind, being in your consciousness. But with the 4 of Pentacles, there's always that edge of like, you know, being frugal, but going a little bit too far, or feeling a little bit more miserly or avarice, right? But not necessarily, you know, Scrooge personified, not like that. It's more so like you're going to be paying attention to your finances, and this 4 of Pentacles is asking you to be aware of where you stand financially, but also how far you're taking it. If you're feeling as though you're feeling a little tense with money, or you're feeling like you have to hold on to every penny, maybe that's something you need to do. Maybe you are in a situation where you don't want to be spending extra money on your like eating out or clothing. Maybe you want to hold on to things, but maybe working on your opinion about it, having what thoughts you're having. You know, sometimes you can have a thought in your mind, and that doesn't have to be the final thought. Maybe you can, you know, talk to yourself a little bit more. So this is bringing into awareness that there might be like this energy coming in. It could be like planets, you know, in certain positions. There is an energy that's coming in here that's saying like, okay, you're going to be more cautious. Ultimately, I see this being a more positive thing, because at the end of the day, you are being conscious of your finances. So creatively and physically, like your passions and your physical world are coming into a bit of a more structured place. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is actually giving a lot of information about this 4 of Pentacles. So during the week, like especially the beginning part of this week, I'm seeing you guys feeling as though you might have certain things like, you know, under your control. Like actually, I see a lot of things under your control. Your creative life, your social life, your passions. These things are feeling more in control. And also what I'm seeing about this frugality is that for a lot of you guys, there might be a sense that you're going to be paying more attention to your money and giving it to a more positive source. So maybe you're going to be like, okay, I'm not going to spend money on a streaming service anymore. I want to, like, if I'm going to spend $10 a month, I want to give it to something I care about, maybe giving to a certain charity or a certain person in your life. Maybe there's someone that you want to support. It doesn't have to be via money, but maybe you have an artist friend and you want to buy them some paintbrushes. So I'm seeing, especially because your social life is kind of being highlighted here, your creative life, you might not be very social at this time. But there is a sense here that you're going to be internally, you're going to be feeling very at peace, and you're going to be feeling very inspired, and like you can handle things. There's a sense here that if you have projects that are going on, you might not have felt as though you could have handled them, but this week you're going to start feeling like you can handle things. And not only that, you feel like you can give that back. And with the Six of Pentacles, there is a lot of like structuring here. There's a lot of structure again being represented with this balance, like this Libra balance here. There's like the feminine and the masculine being represented here, and you giving back to both sides. So this can be giving to the people in your physical world, but also creating balance internally through external means, because the Pentacles really talks about the physical plane. So I'm seeing that you guys are being careful with your money, but really giving it to the place that you really value. Okay, and so we have the Knight of Swords here. Okay, so I'm seeing you really taking charge this week on your ideas, and that's really interesting here. With the Four of Wands, you having this creative stability, like this structure in your home life and your happiness. This happiness is coming in, but it's because you're really taking charge this week. I'm seeing that you're really moving this along throughout the week. Like, this is a general tone, this Four of Wands, and I'm seeing that you're really taking charge of your dreams and your ideas. So what's really happening here for you guys is that because you're choosing to take creative control of your life, taking physical control of your circumstances rather than relying on forces outside of yourself, or waiting for time to, pass, or something outside of you to just help you. You're taking charge of your ideas and you're moving quickly. This is fast movement. So your goals this week are going to be moving really quickly. I'm seeing this week actually passing by pretty quickly. Sometimes we're talking to someone and we're like, this week was slow, wasn't it? Wasn't it slow? And they're like, yeah. Or sometimes people will be like, it feels like Thursday, but it's Sunday. And you'll agree, you'll be like, why does it feel like Thursday? Like, I think that's really the planets taking effect here. Usually when that's happening, that's what I've kind of summed it up to. But here with this Knight of Swords, I really do sense that there's going to be a lot of quick movement. I'm seeing that some of you guys might be rekindling relationships that might have died, possibly. This is just the general message that I'm going to stream of consciousness out the things that are coming to me, because it might apply to somebody. Or you're letting certain relationships die, like that you just are done with. You just don't have any emotional attachment to these relationships anymore. And you're really focusing inward on self-love and taking charge of how you feel in life, and really taking personal responsibility. There is a sense here, and I really do get a positive sense from this here. I almost see like maybe if you're somebody that might not have been super great with your finances, or super great with the ideas that you've had around finances, or putting in structure into your life to create that life that you want to live, this week is really about you defining your success, but not just defining it in terms of, okay, like, how can I manifest this with like purely my mind? It's like, no, you're really wanting to take physical actions here. Like, if you make physical moves this week, there's really going to be a lot of momentum. This week is about building momentum and feeling stable in life and feeling like things are actually really working out. Okay. And then we have the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor is really talking about your ambitions here. And again, he has this sword, right? He's holding this sword just like this Knight of Swords here. So there's a sense here that you're going to be feeling, again, very ambitious, very structured, like you've got things handled. This week is actually really a great week to just take advantage of a really strong idea. Like if you have some ideas going on, or you've been planning on something for a while, or even if you don't have any ideas, your creativity and your ability to think of like certain plots or plans are really being heightened this week. And with the Emperor, I'm seeing that your ambitions are really going to be present. This is the major arcana card of this week. I'm not sure if there's any more coming in the last two, but there is a really strong sense here that you guys are going to be feeling very ambitious, but not only that, your ambition will be really coming through, like as in there's going to be opportunities that arise. There are going to be lots of things coming to you that make you feel like you're doing a good job. You're going to experience rewards being paid, like you're going to experience rewards for the work that you're putting in. Things are going to feel like they're paying off. And as the Emperor, you're going to be experiencing some kind of recognition because of this. And again, the Emperor isn't asking anyone for permission. He's also taking physical actions. The masculine energy is really about structure, stability, creating something in the physical. It's more so the physical aspect. Okay, so let's see what else. We have the Queen of Cups reversed. Okay, so with this energy that's going on, I'm so not surprised that this is popping up for you guys, because the Queen of Pentacles is really, did I say Queen of Pentacles? The Queen of Cups here being reversed is showing me that you're really not focusing as much on your emotions here, especially because I see you so highlighted and focused on like the collective. I see more of a collective focus on what's going on physically. How do I create this feeling of safety, of comfort in my life via discipline? I do see lots of discipline coming through here. This is a very disciplined week. It's not disciplined through I'm working hard because I have to. It's because I want to. I want to build something. This is about what you're building, the empire that you're building over time, and learning how to develop these structures in your life so that you can have that long-term stability. So this week I do see like almost like you not getting into your emotions as much, because the emotions, you might find them pulling you away from your goals. But this is also like a reminder not to emotionally abandon yourself or overdo it, especially because of the Four of Pentacles. It's like, and also this eagerness that's coming from this Knight of Swords. There's a lot of eagerness. There's a possibility of like overdoing that and like really trying to make everything happen. And what happens if you go overboard is that you end up feeling as though you're burned out. So this is just like saying like, okay, just don't burn ourselves out this week, because we've got everything going. Things are falling into place. You're going to be receiving new information too. This Knight of Swords is also talking about new information that you'll be receiving. There's a lot of new information that you'll be receiving that will help you gain a perspective on all of these things, on giving back to people. You might learn about something that you want to give to this week. You might learn about a person or an idea that you want that will bring you fulfillment. So let's look at the last card, and then we have the Page of Swords. Okay, so a lot of swords energy. So the outlook of this week, I really see this as the outlook of this week, and it looks extremely hopeful. It looks extremely bright. This page here is about to go on a mission. This page here is really about taking the ideas you have as seeds and growing them into big plants and stuff, because I do see with this Knight of Swords that there are these two dead trees, And I'm really seeing that you guys are planting new seeds this week, and the overall outlook is like what you're doing this week is so important, and it's really an important energy for the year because this is kickstarting a new energy. I'm seeing a momentum being formed here. There's so much momentum. But yeah, remembering to be mindful of your emotions as well. But I'm also seeing that this is like, okay, don't abandon this, but it's like, I also see how with what's going on in the collective, how we have to be kind of focused, especially because some people might be extremely ambitious this week. So they're really just going to be focusing on like that masculine energy. So yeah, let's not like abandon that, but also, you know, just remembering the balance here. The Six of Pentacles here is really talking about balance. So I'm not seeing too many people being thrown out of that. Now let's get some more insight about what's going on astrologically with these astrological cards. So we have Jupiter return benefits. Okay, so with this Jupiter return benefits card, I'm seeing a lot of you guys are going to be prosperous, and that was exactly what I'm saying. There's so much here that's saying like focusing on your goals and then reaping those rewards. The Jupiter returns benefits is talking about the rewards reaped from Jupiter's energy, which is like prosperity and abundance. And it's often through joy. With Saturn, you see a lot of like hard work and discipline. I see a lot of discipline here being enacted, but this isn't the type of discipline that's really like hard and cold and let's get it done. Although it does have the propensity to lean into that. This is showing me that, especially because of the tone of this week being this Four of Wands, it's really showing me that this Jupiter returns is like, this is what you've gained from the discipline that you enjoyed. There's like discipline in the sense where you have to do things you don't like. Maybe you have to go to the bank and, you know, take care of your responsibilities and make sure you don't like create more problems along the way, because, you know, when you leave one problem for a while, it multiplies, right? So that can be one form of discipline where you have to get things done. But this kind of thing that's going on this week is you focusing in on the things you enjoy and getting those things done. Like going to the gym, that's something you have to like kind of muster up. You have to get the strength to do it. But as soon as you're there, suddenly you're enjoying it, or at least, you know, I think a lot of people enjoy it. Or at the very least, we can all say that like after or most of us can say that after exercising, you just feel good about yourself. You feel like you did something good. Your body feels good. You feel as if you've like circulated your body. There's a lot of, you know, healing in your vascular system and whatnot. Like there's that. So there's like things that you're doing for yourself, like maybe even painting, like things that we enjoy sometimes, that we really enjoy. Sometimes we have to muster up the strength to do them. And this is like you doing that and consistently doing the things you love and reaping those rewards through that love. And then we have 12th house, escape. Especially, yeah, you guys could be escaping into your work this week. I really do see like passion within the work that you do, passion in your life. I can see you. I'm adjusting in my seat because my foot is dying. Sorry, guys. I can see you guys totally escaping into your work. Going down the rabbit hole is another thing. This could also be signifying that this week, some of you guys, I do see learning. I do see higher learning, like esoteric learning or something. Excuse my stomach, always growling. And so we have the 12th house, escape, which is telling me that you guys might be going down this rabbit hole. Maybe some new understanding is being brought to the surface, things from the dark being brought into the light. So during this week, you guys are going to be seeing new information. There's going to be new information passed down to you. This might not be, it might not be the most like lighthearted information. This could be some deep information, something that might make you feel like more shadowy, like falling into your shadow side a little bit. So being aware of that. But this isn't something that's like super hardcore or detrimental. This is like an energy that's like, okay, you needed to learn this so that you can move on and learn other things. This is kind of like almost like reality, like harsh realities meeting really crazy dreams. Like a really weird dream that you have at night, maybe coming into the daylight when you wake up, you have some kind of new understanding from it, and that teaches you something about life, right? You might have a dream about like a certain thing, like volcanoes, and that might teach you something that might seem volatile might actually be something that's really powerful, okay? And then we have Sagittarius IC. So yeah, maybe some wisdom coming, because Sagittarius represents like, you know, seeking philosophy as well. So there might be some new information coming to you that is like really higher knowledge, and it's coming from some kind of source. It might be dreams. There's a dreamy energy here. It might come at night. It might come from the darkness, like dark matter or like the shadows. But this is something that's going to benefit you spiritually, and I'm seeing this happening like this week, and also creating like this impact, this larger impact, where it's like you're awakened to something, and it's something that you hadn't been awakened to before. Maybe something you are going to be really excited about, actually, because it's something that maybe clarifies something that you might have had like some bad feelings about in the past, and this is actually going to unlift that veil. And then we have Leo, I will. So willpower is a big, strong thing here. Totally see that with this very strong, ambitious emperor here. All this like taking charge energy, taking control. You know, the Four of Pentacles, I keep drawing back to the Four of Pentacles because it really just feels like you taking control of the narrative. And sometimes when we haven't had control of our narrative, we tend to overshoot. And I really just see it as like an overshoot, and then it dials itself back with this Six of Pentacles. So I'm seeing a mastery of will in this week. I'm seeing a lot of you guys will have lots of confidence growing within you as well. Again, with the will, and the Leo here, I do see you guys socializing more, being more social butterflies than usual. There might be some new occasions, but this is going to be you putting yourself out there, especially if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of contacts socially or something. You guys might already have those things, and that will be that. But if you're someone who might be more introverted or hasn't seen people in a while, this is going to require you delving into your interests and finding other people, maybe going out to like meetings or something, or connecting with people online in a way that would be suitable for you. But putting yourself out there is going to, in a lot of ways, putting yourself out there in your work, at home, wherever it is that you're going this week, whatever your desires are, putting yourself out there, because there is this Jupiter return benefits thing. And when you put yourself out there, when you follow your bliss, but when you also push past the resistance and discipline yourself, I'm seeing there are going to be lots of benefits, and that requires you really going out there and doing it. Yeah, and that's the Leo I will. So let me get some more oracle cards. I have like a ton. Okay, and then we'll be looking at like love cards at the end for those of you guys that are single and in relationships. I guess if you're human and you know you're looking for love and stuff. So we have these oracle cards. We have protection. Okay, so you guys are going to be really protected by your spirit guides here. I'm seeing your angels, animal spirits coming through and protecting you. Your spirit guides are really here to let you know that this week you've got it. I honestly see like a really solid week for you guys. It's quite amazing. And then we have assessing. Again, like taking account of everything, looking at what's going on, analyzing things is going to be a really big part of your week. There's a sense here that you guys are really going to just have a greater outlook on things. And the Sagittarius I see is popping up again because you guys are having something clarified. And so she's seeing something off in the distance and she's like, oh, what is that? So I'm seeing that you guys are going to be finding that thing you're looking for this week. There might be something you don't even know you're looking for, or something if you have something active on your mind that you've been looking for, then you will be seeking it this week, or you'll be seeing it this week. And if you don't have something on your mind, there's something that you didn't know you weren't seeing, something that was hidden in plain sight. And then we have blossoming, amazing. So some of you guys' creative abilities will be enhanced. You guys might have you might play violin. You might do some kind of creative pursuit, and that's going to be blossoming this week. So things are going to be sprouting. It is actually spring right now, so there's a very springy energy in the air. Like there's new growth. Like the dead trees and the new growth I mentioned earlier. There is a lot of regrowth. So this could be symbolizing spring with this flower moon as well. But there's also 33. I've been hearing that's a power number lately. So yeah. With the blossoming card, maybe your creative talents are going to be enhanced here. So maybe if you're a violinist, maybe you'll be mastering a really hard song or writing a really nice song, something like this. And then hunger, beautiful. This is really talking about, whenever I see this card, the wolf moon, which is the first full moon of every year, I found out last year, which is really cool. This wolf moon here, hunger, it's talking about how you have to choose the wolf that you're feeding, right? There's that idea of there being, like, I think it's from Native American lore, even though there are so many different tribes out there, but it's I can't really remember which one, but there's that idea of like there being two wolves, and inside of us there are two wolves. There's the wolf, maybe let's say there's the wolf that is like more lazy, doesn't like being super nice, doesn't like, it's like our shadow or something. And then there's the wolf that, is disciplined and likes to get things done, likes to be kind to other people, and makes us feel like we're doing something good in the world and is more bright and shiny. So this is like about you this week, you having the autonomy. I can't believe I just said that. Autonomy to choose which wolf you're feeding. Are you going to choose with your autonomy to feed the wolf that makes you feel good about yourself in the long run, and what makes you feel good in this moment, because something that might make you feel good in the moment, and thinking about that as well, like, maybe sitting down and, I don't know, watching something would make you feel really good in the moment, but maybe it really wouldn't. Maybe it's not really serving you. Maybe it's something that, and maybe it is, being able to choose it, because we have this Queen of Cups reverse. It's like choosing when to emotionally get back into yourself. Like, what is going to happen to you, like, emotionally, if you are just like abandoning that part of yourself too. So it's like, maybe, and that's what the Four of Pentacles is talking about. Are you going too far? So remembering, like, sometimes you might need that break, and sometimes like you're taking too much of a break. It's you choosing and remembering that you're assigning meaning to everything. You're assigning meaning to everything. And so if you feel like something is going to serve you in that moment, really choosing that higher self power and tapping into that. Oh, I just said power. Funny. So we have power, the full moon. So you guys are really going to be having a lot of power here. I'm seeing that this week, you guys are going to be choosing the right wolf to feed. You guys are going to be feeling so powerful. There's a lot of power in the air here. I'm actually really excited for next week. There is so much power in the air. The air feels magnifying. Sorry, I like slipped into French for a second. The air is like really magnifying here, because it's like you have this power to attract everything that you want, but it's not really about you having to rely on mystical, magical forces, even though we have this protection card telling you your spirits are, like, your angels are flying with you. Like, they always are, but they're just flying a little closer today. And so, or this week. And so this is really about you stepping into your internal power. And this I will is really talking about your solar plexus. And I'm seeing your solar plexus really being activated this week. And then we have nourishment lastly. That was under the deck when I shuffled. And remember to take care of yourself. Again, we have the hunger, like feeding yourself well, doing things that make you feel good, like eating the right foods, intaking the right information. Remember, like, you guys will be receiving a lot of great information this week. And so remembering to filter out the information And this is what's happening right now. I'm seeing that with this week, you're going to be finding yourself being presented. See how she's being presented with all of these different things. She has like this probiotic cheese or something, like this nourishing fruit, these veggies, you know, the bread, like there's all this kind of, oh, there's like an egg here too. Like she's being nourished by the universe. Like, and this is talking about physical nourishment. This is talking about spiritual, mental nourishment. You're going to be gifted a lot of things this week. You're going to be feeling very nourished there, because as much as physicality is a part of your life, there's also a lot here where it's like you might not be seeing it, but you're being handed so much this week. There's a lot going on for you. The universe is definitely conspiring to help. So yeah, let's look at, should we look at your fortune cards first or your love? Let's go to your love cards. Okay, let's go to your love cards and then we'll go into like your fortune cards before we get into your individual readings. But let's start off with the love. We have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Okay, so you guys are going to be, I really do see your social life blossoming here. With this flirt card, I did see like a social life thing going on, but so I'm seeing that you guys are going to be meeting new people. That's usually who you flirt with. I mean, you do flirt with your partners and stuff, but I'm seeing like some kind of like meeting with a person, especially if you're single. This card is saying like, okay, you're going to be meeting someone this week. So, you know, bring your A game, have fun, be witty. So flirtation is going to be occurring. Let go of control issues. Very interesting. So allow the situation to unfold naturally. Yeah, flirt, play, have fun. If there's someone that you like, just, you know, let it happen. Don't worry about the outcome. If this person is meant for you, they're meant for you. Just, you know, be your wonderful, pleasant, beautiful self, okay? And we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, okay? So if some of you guys, if you guys are in a relationship, you guys are going to be engaged, or this could generally mean if you're dating someone, you guys might change your labels to being exclusive, or you might start calling someone your partner. This is talking about commitment. So for some of you guys, this is going to be happening in your life. Healing family issues. Okay, so maybe you guys have children or something, and like things are working out in a certain way where you guys are just learning a new dynamic with your children, or maybe as a child you had something going on with your parents and now you're kind of sorting through that as an adult. So there's going to be some healing in your family life, whatever that may be, but expect to feel a little bit more close to your family if you want that to happen. There's going to be some kind of healing occurring for some of you guys. And then we have release your ex. So again, we have like I see let go here of control issues, but also like letting go. So for some of you guys, releasing your ex. I remember on the Knight of Swords saying something about you guys letting something go, like leaving a relation, either start picking up a relationship from before or letting something go, like letting somebody go. And then we have past life relationship. Okay, so that really ties in. So we have the starting something or letting something go from the past, like an old relationship, and bringing in something from the past, like someone you knew. So this could be a past life relationship. So this could be you guys meeting a soulmate this week, or a twin flame, or just a person that you've known in a past life. Okay, or meeting with someone. This can also mean meeting up with a person that you haven't seen in a long time, and you guys are kind of just different now or in a different place. Okay, so let's look at your fortune cards. Lastly, okay, we have the Oracle. Seek wisdom and guidance from elders. So I feel like this is really tying into like information you'll be seeing this week, like maybe some philosophy. This could be like something like on YouTube. It could be from like a book. It could be from anyone. It could be from an actual elder. It could be your ancestors channeling in some information to you, maybe through clairaudience, through your dreams or some kind of message channeled to you. Then we have the stars. A long journey brings rewards. Exactly. The Jupiter returns this whole week about you guys really putting things into perspective, buckling down, being resilient, tenacious, prolific this week. Your work is going to bring the rewards. That is like such a great confirmation. Love that. Love it. Okay, then we have the Spider. Be meticulous and patient. Oh my God, it just keeps getting like more involved with this message. Yes, be tenacious. Be persistent. Keep going. Be patient. If something doesn't look like it's worked out, just keep going. Keep going. It will pay off. Keep going forever. It never ends. Life never ends. You know, it's like with the hunger too about feeding your wolf. I've heard this, you know, like life is hard, you know, choose your hard. You have to choose, do you want life to be hard in a way where you're just sitting down, you're just you're depressed because things, like you're not anywhere near your dreams? Or do you want to put in that effort and actually make those dreams come true, which actually takes work and it's also hard. They're both hard, but which hard do you prefer, right? So, you know, like there's that going on. And then we have the Caduceus. You will receive news from afar. Okay, so you guys might be receiving news from afar. This could be like another star system. We have the stars here. We have Oracle. This could be like another star system I'm getting from you guys. Like maybe you'll have like some channeled messages from your star family or something. You guys might have some messages from a person from your past life. So there's someone from the past coming through possibly. There could be someone from another country. You might meet somebody. This could be a foreigner. Maybe your love life is coming from a foreign place. But you guys will be receiving some news from afar. This could be that channeled information. But it seems like really important information. And then we have the Golem. A close friend acts on your behalf. Nice. So I do sense that there's going to be with this Golem card, I do sense that there's going to be a lot of action in your social life this week. Whether that could be you expanding your social circle if you don't have one, or if your circle is small and you're not satisfied with it, or it could be connecting with people that are close to you right now, healing your family issues, your past life relationship coming through, something like that. But there's going to be a lot of support here from your environment, from your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors. And there's also going to be a lot of you being driven by that like confidence, that solar plexus energy of willpower. You're going to be having like this force of will this week that is honestly astonishing, and expect to be fed by that. You're going to be feeling so proud of yourself, so good about yourself this week, and the momentum is just there. There's so much momentum here. Yeah, that is what I have for the week ahead. Let's get into your personal reading. So if you haven't chosen a pile yet, feel free to go back and choose. Feel free to listen to all of them. Do whatever comes naturally to you. Go to wherever you're feeling magnetically drawn. It's just about your intuition. And I will see you in your reading. Hi, group one. So you guys chose this pile with this group. So we have a postcard from Spirit, and we also have this oracle card. So you were probably drawn to this image or the energy coming from this, or just drawn to this pile for some reason intuitively. The message here says, I relate in peace. So I'm seeing, just from this card, you connecting with something outside of you. I'm seeing you connecting with something perhaps very spiritual, like your ancestors, your angels, and having some type of communication through meditation, through connecting, being quiet internally, going out in nature. But I'm also seeing like something in the stars, like maybe you guys going out into some place where it's like very dark and away from like a city, and seeing the stars and being very inspired by this. So maybe going to like a place like Joshua Tree, something, or like some type of mountain place where you can't see anything, or like a desert. But you guys are going to be finding a lot of answers this week. Okay, so I wanted to also shuffle. So for you guys' individual reading, I wanted to shuffle some cards. And I didn't pull out the tarot cards, so I'm going to grab them right now. Okay, and let me read this postcard from Spirit. I guess I'll start with that. So we have this postcard from Spirit that says celebrate life, and there's an angel here. Let's look at this. Dear you, there are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it might seem. Well, hold on to your parachute strings, for today is leap time. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall, drown, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. If it may feel like you are in free fall, we are here for you, and you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition to something new. All the elements are in place, and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're asking about, it's time to take the risk and do that thing that scares you. No matter what happens to you, you will land softly right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking the leap itself. That's the point. We love your courage. Embrace it. So again, like that, from the general message, we saw that protection card. So I really feel like you guys are really being protected here. You guys are really like spiritually connected this week. I'd say for you guys will probably be experiencing a lot of spiritual downloads, but also just be feeling really supported in taking that risk, taking that leap of faith, and suspending your disbelief when things don't seem like they're working out. I'm seeing you guys feeling like you're really supported, and everything from the general reading, I'm seeing that this is a confirmation that you guys will be feeling protected. So let's get some messages specifically for you. Okay, we have the Page of Cups. So some of you guys might be meeting someone new, opening your heart to a new figure in life. This is a new proposition of love, something that hasn't started before. I'm seeing someone you haven't met before, or someone you haven't gotten to know before coming into your life. But I'm also seeing you guys kind of awakening yourselves to an emotional possibility, the possibility of something happening. Perhaps I'm also getting the message letting go of a certain outcome. Like maybe you guys are letting go of the idea that things have to work out and you have to be in perfect control of everything. Guess what came up? The Four of Pentacles. Okay, so like maybe you guys are going to be letting go of like this idea of control, but maybe this is for you guys, this might actually be an energy that you want to be mindful of, like the control aspect of the material world. Like this could be more than just finances, but this could also be how you feel about the physical world. How do you ask yourself, like, how do I feel about my physical safety and comfort? You know, I don't see you as like, you know, being completely like unstable here, but maybe there's a part of you can ask yourself, this is general, so just ask yourself, like, how do you feel in the world? Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel safe? How does your world look to you? What does your environment reflect back to you? And so there's a sense that you might want to look at that and reflect. And the Page of Cups is like you possibly reflecting and being like, wait, maybe there's more out there. Maybe there's more than just focusing in on just the physical. Maybe there's more to be explored. Okay. And I'm seeing that maybe you guys are trying to pull away from that and more into here, but maybe not. And then we have the Page of Wands. So we have another page. Okay. So again, like I'm seeing that there's like an opening. This is surrounded by two pages. There's two possibilities here that are starting to open up to you, and you're becoming aware of them. So this week, I'm seeing you guys probably being very much in your physical world, but being drawn to the internal, but also feeling very inspired. I'm seeing that you're kind of being led out of this like possible anxiety that you might have about your physical circumstances into a place where you're feeling more comfortable and then just happy to be. Oh, and then we have the Six of Wands. I love this. This is victory. This is you coming home after a long battle and not having lost all your limbs, but feeling like you did something good for your community, for yourself, and you're being celebrated. You've come home and everything that you've done has paid off. All of your creative pursuits have paid off. So this week, you guys are going to be feeling very victorious. You guys are going to be feeling like you've came, you saw, you conquered. So that discipline that's carrying you, that's going to be all paying off. If you've been taking care of your physical circumstances, maybe you've been cleaning your home, maybe you've been taking care of people around you, maybe taking care of your community, your family members. This is showing me that you guys are going to be able to do all of that, and then somehow by the end of this week, you guys are going to get through that, especially if you guys are feeling like you're dealing with challenges. You're not going to be experiencing some hardcore challenges here. The pages here show me more of a lighthearted spirit coming into you now. There's more of a lighthearted spirit entering right now. And also with your postcard from Spirit, it's saying take that leap. It's saying that you will be caught if you fall. You're being protected right now. So what they said exactly this. They said, we will not let you fall down. We will not let you fall, drown, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Okay, so you're being really taken care of, and at the end of the road is this victory. So this week is really going to be prosperous for you guys. Let me shuffle or roll these dice for you guys so you guys can see like who might be showing up for you, maybe some numbers that might be popping up, like number sequences. Okay, so we have Capricorns. So you might be Capricorns, you might be Earths. Oh, maybe this is why this Four of Pentacles is here. The Four of Pentacles is very like, much like hard worker, focused on getting things done, making sure the money's in the bag, and then like really focusing on ambition over like personal comfort and warmth and stuff. But then we have this Sun here, almost as if to unfreeze this like Capricorn energy from like the winter. But the Sun is really talking about the solar plexus and the willpower. So I'm sensing you guys will have a lot of willpower here, or you guys might be meeting like a Leo or something who's ruled by the Sun. And then we have 2. So you guys might be meeting a person. You guys might be meeting like a pairing, or like this could be the Page of Cups, you encountering a friend, meeting a member of your soul tribe. That's also been an energy that I've been feeling the past couple of weeks, that people are starting to meet people in their soul tribe and soul family. I feel like people are starting to make these connections. So this might be happening for you. And then let's do this again. So we have 8. So that's like Saturn energy, but it's also the lemniscate, which is the infinity symbol. Then we have Libra. You guys might be Libras or encountering Libras. Then we have Jupiter. So let's do this. Again, we have Jupiter return benefits from earlier. So again, prosperous energy. And remember, if you see any of these numbers in a sequence, this might be a sign from your spirit guides, or like something that's leading you or confirming to you. So we have 6, and then we have Venus, which is the 6, number 6 numerologically, and then we have Aquarius. So this could be like some knowledge that you'll be learning from that Aquarian energy. Okay, that is what I have for you guys, group number 1. I hope that this reading was helpful. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, of course, and share this video, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I will see you in the next one. Bye, loves. Hi, group 2. Let's begin your reading. So starting off, we have this card that you guys chose, this pile. This says, I am peaceful, something on there. Okay, this says, I am peaceful. So the message that this brings to my intuition is that you guys are really going to be taking your time this week. There's a sense that you guys are going to be very patient, and this might be an unusual patient, but it's because you're feeling taken care of. And so you have like this bird of peace here. And before in the general reading, we had that card that said protection, and there was a girl being held, and there was a bird above her that was holding her. So there's a feeling of protection coming in from your spirit guides, that you guys are going to be feeling very taken care of, and you might even feel the presence of like your angels, your spirit guides, or someone close to you in spirit, and you're going to be feeling very taken care of because they're flying so closely to you. But also I'm seeing that you're not going to be feeling a sense of time here. You're not going to be feeling the pressure and the weight of time. You're just going to be taking your time and doing things in your time. And that might be very efficient time. Okay, so then we have this postcard from Spirit that I will read. It says, with love. Yeah, let's look at it. Dearest you, as you think, so will you experience life. Thoughts are that powerful, and they need minding. Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down so they serve you or get released instead of wreaking havoc. These thoughts arise when connected to the energy of fear, and often masquerade as truth. Yet the real truth is that essentially all is well. Of course, you have thoughts that are positive, strong, organized, accepting, creative, open, and so on. Those are the ones we want you to keep thinking, and they have a less frantic quality. They're stimulating in a good way and don't get away from you. How do you keep an inner eye on your thoughts? Meditate and leave judgment out of the mix. Everyone has those fearful thoughts. Love them, love yourself, and then choose the thoughts you want the world to reflect back. Life is not as hard as you think. Loving you so much. Okay, so Spirit is really trying to keep you calm here. So basically what I'm seeing here is if there has been some chaotic energy in your life, you're going to be feeling a lot more peaceful because you're going to be drawn to meditation, practices that keep you calm, yoga, dancing, exercise keeps people calm. It releases stress hormones. Going for walks is actually a great way to release cortisol. Actually, I think running, I think it creates cortisol. I think a lot of people feel stressed when they're running, but I know that walking releases cortisol, but there's also something called walking meditation. So being mindful is going to be big for you guys this week. And oh my God, I love this color scheme. It's very aesthetically pleasing to me. So maybe you guys will be feeling very fashionable this week. Lots of pastel colors coming through as well, like pinks, greens, lavenders, lilacs. Yeah. I'm like my eye is just so pleased looking at this. Is it coming up on camera? Is it pleasing your eyes too? Just very peaceful energy. Very peaceful energy. That's interesting. Okay, so let's shuffle some cards for you guys. And let's see what comes out for you. What is happening for you guys this week? Okay. We have the Seven of Wands, Seven of Wands reversed. So I'm seeing you guys turning away from conflict. It's this peaceful energy, the bird of peace coming through, your spirit guides telling you to focus on like quieting those thoughts. Maybe you guys have been feeling a little tormented. There might have been a person, an event, or maybe life in general has been a little bit like rowdy, but you're kind of moving past that. I'm seeing that if you've been going through something, if you happen to have been going through something, Spirit is saying that you won't be going through it for much longer. This week is about resolving that and finding that inner peace. So, okay, we have the Eight of Swords come through. Oh, and the Knight of Swords also was peeking out here. So I'm seeing that you guys are going to be removing yourself of those limitations. You guys are going to be, again, taking charge of your life, but also controlling the narrative here. With the Eight of Swords, this card is about this woman here who's just blindfolded, she's tied up, and she doesn't realize that no one's watching her. No one's making sure that she's, keeping herself bound. No one's there. It's just her. It's like an elephant being tied to a pole as a baby, and it thinks it can't get away. And then once it grows into this large elephant and it can just pull out that pole, it doesn't realize it. So it's kind of like that. And so what I'm seeing is that you're going to be taking control of your narrative with this Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords is saying like, okay, like you're now taking control of your narrative, and that's why you're starting to develop that inner harmony. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, so maybe you're going to be a lot less judgmental this week as well with the Queen of Swords reversed. That's just a message coming through. If you've been feeling like judgmental of yourself or others, or just the situations that might be arising in your life, that's going to be easing. I'm seeing you guys bringing in harmony, especially because of the meditation aspect and the High Priestess. Okay, so this is telling me that you shouldn't be ignoring anything that makes you feel out of like sync, out of balance. The High Priestess in reverse is you not listening to intuition possibly. And so this is trying to be like, okay, make sure you're tapping into your intuition, because there's going to be a lot given to you through that. And then we have the Five of Swords. Okay, so I'm pulling a lot more cards for you than I did for the last group, but I'm kind of just curious. So then we have the Five of Swords. Okay, so if you guys were feeling like your friends might have abandoned you, or you've been betrayed by someone or something or a situation, I'm seeing you guys are really trying to adopt a new idea or thing. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, maybe you guys were feeling let down by a certain situation. Okay, that's like really coming through. Like you guys are very much so moving on. I really see you guys being able to just focus in on something you really care about, because there's so many reversals here. There's a lot of reversals, not that many, just like about half of the thing. I'm seeing you guys trying to shift away from like losing control of everything into just being like, okay, you know what? Like I really have this covered. I really have this down. So meditation is really coming through, or some type of meditation, something that gets you away from your thoughts into a place where you can be constructive about your thoughts in a way that's helpful to you. Because sometimes when the thoughts just keep racing, they're just not helpful anymore. So this week is really about you guys overcoming anything that's been bothering you, whether it's been, so we have the Six of Swords reversed. So you guys moving past like anything that's been making you feel as though you're like not in control. So this is like moving away from everything that makes you feel. Also, it could be like resistance to change. So overcoming your resistance to change as well. So there might be some changes, some minor changes in your life. And with the High Priestess being your major arcana card, I do see it's like really about you listening in and taking the time to silence your thoughts so that you can really listen into how you feel about things, what your intuition is. So I'm seeing that that's what's going to be happening for you for this week. Let me see if I can get one more card, just because I would just want there to be 9 cards. Like just visually, I would need there to be 3. It's not OCD. It's just like, I think you guys would want that too. Isn't that feeling incomplete? Okay, then we have the Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh, love that. I love that. Yeah. Okay, and then under that was the Emperor. That's 10. Like that would be like a complete cycle there, but you know. So the Ace of Wands. Okay, so I'm seeing that you're going to be given something now that you're going through this and you're finding that peace, and you're like, okay, we're done with this, and we're taking control of the narrative. The Ace of Wands is coming through saying, okay, now you've got it. Now you're going to be feeling that weight off your shoulders. There's going to be a lightheartedness. Peace is a lighthearted feeling. It's when you're just feeling like everything's going to be okay, everything is okay, and if it's not okay, then it's not the end. So you're going to be starting to feel inspired this week, and like you're overcoming a lot of things that were weighing you down. Very lighthearted energy, new passion coming through, and of course the Emperor came through as well. Major ambition coming through. It seems as though like this, with the Eight of Swords, like this kind of feeling that you were having might have been blocking your feelings of ambition and your feelings of inspiration, because you might have been feeling like bogged down by your circumstances or something, or someone or something. So I'm rolling these so that you guys can, see what kind of energies, maybe what signs will be showing up in your life this week. Maybe you're one of these signs, or maybe these will be repeated numbers that you'll be seeing. So we have Capricorn, so you may be a Capricorn, or you might be encountering one. We have Venus. Okay, so this came in for another group as well. And then we have 5, so you might be seeing 5s a lot. That's Mercury communication in numerology. Let's do it a couple more times. We have 10. So again, complete cycles. We have Libra. So coming into balance, you guys might be Libras or encountering a Libra. And then we have North Node in Libra. Or maybe, sorry, North Node, but maybe it's North Node in Libra. And then one more time. Okay, we have Saturn. We have 4, which is Rahu. And then we have Sagittarius. So you guys might be Sagittarius, you might be ruled by Saturn, so that's Capricorn. Scorpio ruled by Saturn? I thought Scorpio was ruled by Pluto. I'm sorry, guys. Didn't have it down. Then we have 4. So that's, you could be seeing a sequence of 444. You guys might be encountering a Sagittarius, but again, we had Sagittarius in the general reading, so this could be about learning new philosophies, taking a trip, traveling. The 6 of Wands does also include traveling, so you guys might be traveling this week as well. That should be noted, especially with Sagittarius, and it fell on the Sagittarius on this card, so I would say that you guys might be traveling this week, and this might be a part of you guys escaping for a moment. We also have the escape card, you guys escaping for a moment to get some more clarity so you can find yourself again. This is you finding yourself again and like almost like a renewal of your energy so you can get back on top. Okay, that is what I have for you, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Be sure to like this video, share this video with someone, a new friend or something, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. I will see you in the next one. Bye, loves. Hi, group 3. Let's begin your reading. So we have this card that you guys selected. It says, I achieve with integrity. So I achieve with integrity is really talking about how you're going to be achieving by your power. Your power is enough. You are enough. This message is coming through that you are enough. You may be feeling very supported by friends this week or people that you'll be meeting, connections that you might have, maybe some people popping up that you weren't expecting, that you didn't know were going to support you. But the sun is really shining on you this week. You might be a Leo. Leo came through in the general reading. So we also have the sun here, and that's really coming through solar plexus energy. So your willpower is going to be very strong. The discipline is really coming through. I achieve with integrity, again, really speaks to the idea that you guys will be using your power and everything within your power to make things happen. And you are enough to make those things happen. You don't need anything outside of you. The sun is already shining on you. You're already being protected. Now it's just your turn to move forward and make it happen. Now, I love this color scheme with the green. I was gushing about it with the other pile too. So we have this postcard from Spirit I'm going to read for you guys. It says, you are loved. There are these 2 angel cherubs. I think they're kissing. And here's a message for you guys, okay? So we have, dearest you, do you ever wonder whether your ideas and inspiration might be coming through your soul rather than generated from your mind alone? We are here to tell you we are always whispering in your ear about your highest good. We are conduits for spirit, letting you know you are a living channel for this awesome co-creative energy. When you're feeling inspired, it means you heard us. Inspiration means spirit is breathing through you. Inspiration needs your human passion to keep it going so you can make a difference in this world. So keep moving on what inspires you. Let yourself be led into new experiences and know that this is why you are on earth. Your purpose is to discover your spirited nature and to bring forth through your efforts what is meant to be. Wondrous miracles have a way of showing up when you let inspiration propel you forward. Wow, that's beautiful. So this is telling you that when you as the vehicle when you utilize your vehicle, things happen for you. And I feel like the sun is shining on you here, and this is like spirit shining on you and giving you that inspiration. You might not agree if you're someone who is a creative person, or you're just often inspired to create things. You might not agree that spirit is the source of your inspiration and it's something outside of you. I mean, I believe that. I think like sometimes when we have an idea, it's like almost as if like we're hearing something from spirit, and it's like, and we're part of spirit, and it's like almost like we're connected like through this infinite chain. And so it's almost like we're reminding ourselves of something. It's kind of like Michael Jackson. I remember hearing something like Michael Jackson would say that he wouldn't sleep at night because then God would give his songs to Prince, as if there's an idea out there, and if you're awake, and that means like consciously or just even awake in the world to hear it, then like basically you can catch that energy. And if you don't catch it, someone else will. It's actually, to be honest, like there was like a time when I had like an idea for something and I didn't like act on it right away, and then it was a very unique idea, and then some random person like that I really like, this author, very similar idea, I have to say, and I was like, wow, like I should have acted on it. I really think you can catch certain ideas, and like sometimes spirit just wants an idea to be put out there. So remember to act on your ideas. Of course, don't live in fear that if you don't act on an idea that it won't happen. That's not what's going to happen. Like obviously like modify your idea into something new, something better, you know? But that's kind of what this kind of gives me the idea of, that you might be a collaborator with spirit. You, number 3, you might be a very great collaborator with spirit. And so perhaps it's like you should be led, you know, by your inspiration, and take that as the sense that you guys might be given something that is important to the world. And maybe spirit is you. Maybe it's you from another timeline. There's so much that we just don't understand or know. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands for you guys starting. So creativity is in the air for you guys this week. It's abundant, it's fiery, it's passionate, and it's coming towards you. It's charging. So what else is happening for you guys this week? We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so some of you guys might not be sleeping very well. That's another thing that's coming through here. Maybe you guys have had some insomnia. Have you guys been having insomnia, nightmares? There might be something like this. And let me see if it's getting resolved this week. What's going on with these feelings that you might be having? This might be some internalized fears as well. It could just be like maybe you have a fear of like letting go or taking the inspiration that you're feeling, or trusting your ideas. We have the Strength card flip over. This is a major arcana card. So this might be internalized or internal fears, but you're going to overcome them. You're going to take reign over this. So if you have any fears or nightmares, it might just be nightmares, right? Your amygdala is going to heal. You're going to experience some healing within, and you're going to overcome it and develop strength, like real strength. This isn't just any card. This is the Strength card. So this is a major event where you are experiencing a major shift in your energy towards strength, overcoming internal struggles. This might be internal struggles that you might have with taking care of business, taking care of your mental health or something, but you're going to be taming the beast. You might be making the beast beautiful in a sense. So we have the Two of Pentacles. So you guys might be very busy this week, might be juggling a lot. You guys might be taking on a lot of responsibilities this week, but you can handle it. You have the strength to handle it. Spirit wouldn't entrust you with these things if you were not capable. That is the message coming through. You wouldn't be given these gifts, these talents, these ideas, these inspirations if you were not able to handle it. And then we have the 5 of Cups reversed. I get a message immediately that some of you guys might have experienced some disappointment with somebody. You guys might have experienced some disappointment from the past, and it's like you're starting to get over that now. Or disappointment from like a previous situation in life, and you guys are going to be getting over that. You're going to start seeing and appreciating the things that you have a lot more, and it's just going to multiply the more you... Oh, this was already in here. Flipped over. We have the Empress reversed and the Moon. So really going in deep, getting internal, and not rejecting your feminine energy is really important here. Not rejecting the ideas that are coming through. But also with the Strength card, I'm seeing that you're learning different parts of the feminine energy, not just the creative parts, the parts of you that are able to tame the chaos, you know? There's something else coming through. And then, oh, just like another group, we got this again from like the main reading, the 4 of Pentacles. So again, being mindful, especially because there's a lot of internal stuff going on with the Moon card. We're talking about the subconscious. And then the 9 of Swords is talking about the unconscious as well. So I really see that you guys are maybe going to be more focused on your physical circumstances. And then we have the World. Okay, so really managing to take control of your narrative here. And then really seizing everything. I'm seeing the week rounding out beautifully. Okay, so the World is really great. And so any last messages about the World? I'm seeing that you guys are really overcoming, and then therefore feeling more in balance, and also feeling like you can handle a lot of things. You're starting to trust this week that when you're given something, an idea or a thought, that it's really meant for you and there's a reason. I'm seeing a lot of spiritual connection this week for you, and really getting a lot of things done, overcoming a lot, moving on, and being victorious. So I'm shuffling. I didn't even tell you guys. I'm rolling these dice because I wanted to give you ideas of who you might be encountering, what signs. These might be things that I might not be aware of in your life, but you might be aware of. There might be some numbers that might be popping up in sequences. So we have the number 9. So you might see a series of 9s. You might see there's Neptune here. You might encounter some Taurus energy. Let's do a couple more times. We have the Sun. We have 10, which breaks down to 1, which is also ruled by the Sun in numerology. We have Libra. So that might be you guys. You might be Leos, you might be Libras. You might be encountering some. Might be life path 1s. We have 2. We have Taurus again. And we have the Moon, which is represented here. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope that you guys found some inspiration from this reading. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Share this video with someone that you know might like it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, loves. Hello, group 4. Let's begin your personal or your general but more personalized reading. So starting off, we have this card, I Am Forgiving. I just love how these colors look together. I've been gushing over that in like every reading, but I'm just like very visually pleased. I love the peachy pink tones. So I am forgiving. So with the pinkness going on, I really do see like an opening of your heart, but also really releasing emotions this week. Maybe some pent-up emotions that you're just going to get off your chest. Really just opening your heart, allowing your thymus to just be full and happy. There's a lot of lightness. You're going to be feeling a lot lighter. There's going to be a lot of burdens lifted from you. And the rose here is also telling me that you guys will be experiencing a lot of love this week. You're going to be feeling very much in love. You might be experiencing love for a lot of for other people, but your heart's really going to be open, and you're going to be forgiving something or someone if you have that going on with you. The Pegasus spirit is popping through with the wings, but also like Hermes. There's a lot of feather energy, so maybe like a bird spirit coming through, or your angels. So we have this postcard from a spirit that I will read to you, and it says, "Be fearless." Okay. Dearest you, sometimes it's wonderful to give, but there are times you might find yourself overgiving. Now might be a good time to check in and see where you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give to you even if you are more comfortable being generous and being a giver, the healer, the rescuer. In the art of living, we sometimes overlook an important skill, receiving gracefully and with attitude and with gratitude, without diminishing yourself or trying to deny vulnerability or bringing an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people, maybe you. You do not need a this for that in exchange with others. You are doing good in the world. Let the world give back and support you. Then you can give up the old stories that have you convinced you have to do everything alone with no help. Let your well be filled. We all love you so, so much. Okay, so that postcard from Spirit was really touching. It seems as though you guys might be very like empathic energies. Maybe you pick up on a lot of energies, and you're always wanting to heal others. And this forgive is like saying maybe you should turn inward also, maybe like going inward and thinking about how you can help you, because it seems as though you might be the one doing a lot of swooping in, and you find yourself doing too much for people in a sense that they might be taking from you, or maybe not even taking from you, but you giving too much of yourself, more than you can handle. So this is about your internal healing. So maybe this week you're going to be finding that resolution. So let me shuffle some cards for you guys and see what comes out for you this week. Okay, so the Star. We have the Two of Pentacles that came out for another group as well. So the Star is telling me that this week a major event for you guys will be like liberating yourself, finding your personal freedom, awakening, figuring out what you like and what you don't like, what you want to take and what you don't want to take. What things do you want to take on from other people? What things do you want to let go of for yourself? Forgiving and overgiving really popped up to me over here. They're talking about giving in some way. So assessing giving is really important. But with the Star, I'm seeing that this week, the major theme for you guys is going to be finding your personal liberation and doing things that make you feel free in life, things that make you feel like you have autonomy. You guys are going to be starting to feel like you're opening to new ideas. You guys are going to want to explore yourselves creatively this week as well. I'm seeing you guys might be trying new things with like how you dress, your style. You guys might be very much into doing something that's different from everyone else. There's a lot of angelic energy coming through. And then the Two of Pentacles, that came through for another group, as I mentioned before. So you guys might be very busy this week. I'm seeing you guys being, having to juggle a lot of stuff, but being able to handle it and being able to, because this week is really about you figuring out what you can and cannot handle. The Three of Cups reversed. So this is like about friendship, and in regards to friendship, as it's reversed, it's telling you that you need to be aware of what you're spending time on or with people. Like, do you want to give more? Are you not giving enough of yourself? Like, are you saying like, I don't want to go out too often? And if so, why are you saying you don't want to go out too often? Is it because you're just like, you're wanting to be alone, or do you like your friends, or do you are you just not sure about yourself? You know, is it something to do with you? Or are you spending too much time with people and are you getting drained? I would see it more like this with this energy going on. You guys might be feeling maybe a little more drained around people, and maybe it's because of your empathic nature, or your sensitive nature. Maybe you're someone who just can sense things more than usual, and you might not identify with that term. But the Three of Cups is talking about like maybe take some time for yourself, or just really assessing, do you want to spend more time with people? Are you not prioritizing your social life enough? You guys might have been like the people I mentioned earlier that might be more introverted, and so maybe you don't want to give a lot of your time. And a lot of introverted people tend to feel kind of drained by people that they encounter a lot. And it just depends. Sometimes there are people that don't drain you, and it's because they're not really, like their energy is just like more relaxed and it's not really as demanding. So maybe finding a new group of people, if you know, this is really about, are you going to do something with your social life? So this week is about you assessing your social life and deciding what you need to do. Do you want to spend more time, less time? Do you want to find new people? Cherish the people you're with? It's about what's personally making you feel liberated. And that's what you're going to determine this week. There's really going to be a determined outcome for this. Okay. And then we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so I'm seeing that you're possibly leaving something behind that is emotionally not working for you. Really leaving that behind, and this is going to make you feel a lot lighter. You're going to be, this freedom here is talking about, and the lightness that you feel mentally, I mentioned earlier, all of this is talking about how you're going to be feeling a lot lighter because you're not overgiving. You're not giving too much of yourself. You're not being drained anymore. So this week is really about you guys being free, feeling light, feeling more at peace, feeling like you don't have to hold on to any guilt, or you don't have to feel like someone hurt you and therefore you're going to be thinking about this forever. It's really you moving on and finding this lightness within, this freedom within, this happiness to just be who you are, and focus on the things that you're juggling right now, and focus on you and assessing where you want to be. So you're going to have a lot of clarity on that this week. So I'm going to roll these like astrological dice, and there's going to be, okay, that came out, okay. There's Leo, but I was going to say, like, you might be one of these signs might be popping up in your life. There might be some number sequences that you'll be seeing. So we have Leo, we have the South Node, we have 12, so that breaks down to a 3. You might see 1222, 333, things like that this week. You might be dealing with like some past life. You might be a Leo, might meet some Leos. We have Aquarius, which corresponds with the star. So that's a confirmation about like this star energy. We have 2, so you might be it was 2. You might be meeting someone. And then we have Uranus. So you guys might be feeling, I think Uranus is genius energy, so you guys might be having some new inspirations coming through, or meeting someone who has this kind of like genius energy, because you might be encountering new people. Then we have what is this? I can't remember. What is it? Oh, we have Pluto. Okay, this is Pluto. So you guys might be meeting a Scorpio, or might be dealing, you might be dealing with like sort of like a death energy. So it might be letting things go. Then we have Aquarius, and then we have 3. So Aquarius came through again, which corresponds with the star card. Again, I mentioned 333 for you guys. So you guys might be seeing 333, 333. And then Aquarian energy is really coming through. So you guys are going to be feeling more like you guys want to be standing out from the crowd, being yourself. You guys might be channeling into new energies, dressing differently, feeling more free to do the things you want to do. Maybe dyeing your hair a certain color. It can be like blonde or blue or whatever it is that you want to do. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy your week next week or this week whenever you're seeing this. And subscribe if you're not subscribed, and like this video if you enjoyed it, and share this video with someone who might really like it. I will see you in the next one. Bye, loves.